What's up guys, Tukes here from Tukes Productions, and today I'm going to be helping you guys get better lighting for your YouTube videos. So I'm going to show you guys how to go from this to this with these simple lighting techniques. So right now I'm using my camera audio and it probably doesn't sound that great. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in my lav microphone and you'll see how much of a difference that makes. Okay, so my lav mic is in and you can already tell how much of a difference it made to my audio. Audio is just as important as lighting. So right now I'm only filming with one available light that I have in my room, but the problem with this light is that it keeps flickering. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this light out for my Aputure 300D. If you don't have a production light to film with, I just wanna show you by simply moving this light on a 45-degree angle from my face, what it can do. As you can see, this light does a really great job at giving me a soft diffuse look. If it wasn't for the flickering, I would probably use this light as my main light. I like to take my main light and put it on a 45-degree angle from my face. It gives me contrast, definition, and you also get these catch lights in your eyes. If I take this light and put it behind the camera or on top of the camera, you get this flat look with no contrast and no definition. So no matter what light you use, try to put it on a 45-degree angle to get the best look. Another problem with this light, aside from the flickering, is that it doesn't really create too much separation between myself and the background. It's just light spilling all over the room and it's not really controlled. So by swapping this light out with the Aputure 300D, I'll have much more control over my light. Let's go ahead and switch over to my Aputure light. So now I have my Aputure light set up, but it's a bit too bright, so I'm gonna put a grid over the softbox so I can cut down some light, and also it'll help with the light spilling all over the background as well. With my grid on, you can now tell that my light is not spilling all over the background, and it also helped us cut down the amount of light that was hitting my face. This light I just set up is called a key light. This is going to be your main source of light and most of the time the first light you set up. If you don't have a light like this, there are plenty of options that are much cheaper. As long as your light has a softbox or some sort of soft diffusion to it, they will do the job just fine. So if you have a softbox setup, I would definitely recommend raising your light up and tilting it down to give you a drop shadow on the opposite side of your face. Wherever you set your key light, try and make sure that you're getting a catch light in your eyes. A catch light is basically the reflection of the key light that you're using in your eyes. The very first clip, you'll notice that there was no catch light in my eyes. And the reason why was because the light was too far and was not placed in the right position. What I like to do is add some fill light on the dark side of my face. The reason I like to add some fill light is because it's a little bit too dark on this side with just one light setup. Your fill light is mainly used to bring up the shadows in the dark side of your face. For my fill light, I use the Yongnuo YN360 and it's about 80 bucks. Your fill light doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just to add in some light to fill in the shadows. You just have to make sure that your colors or temperatures match with your fill light and your key light. I also use a layer of diffusion over my fill light so it's not so harsh on my skin. If you don't have a layer of diffusion, you can simply put a t-shirt or a sheet over your light to soften and diffuse it. Now what I'm gonna do is add some backlighting. I already have my computer screen on and it's giving me a nice scratch light on the side of my face, but it's not creating enough separation between myself and the background. So let's go ahead and add in some backlighting. If you don't have an RGB light for a backlight, you can simply use a lamp or even a $45 LED light. Let me show you what it looks like if I didn't have this RGB light on and I put a lamp back there. So this is what it looks like with a small lamp as my backlight. And this is what it looks like with the small LED panel. The more lighting you have in your background, the more depth you're creating in your videos. So lastly, just to spice things up a little bit, I'm gonna turn my computer on and I'm gonna change my shirt. So that's pretty much it. I hope these lighting techniques can help you guys out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram link will be posted in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. The problem with this light is that it keeps flickering. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this light out for one of my expensive so I can cut down some light and give me some more separation. So. What color should I wear with that?